Shalom, shalom. All praises to the Most High, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world only calls Jesus Christ. Okay, we're the Fisherman for Zion. Okay, this is going to be part 2 of the mystery of the Gentiles. All right, and through the Spirit and power of the Most High, we're going to give it to you as it is written. Okay, who are these Gentiles? Okay, that were grafted in the New Testament. Through the Spirit, we pray that someone's edified. All right,
chiefly the elect.
Chiefly the elect. So this is Ezekiel, the 37th chapter, and I'm gonna start at verse what verse you want?
17.
Verse 17, and it reads.
And this is just going off of what last video.
Part 2. Ezekiel 36 and 17. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand.
Talking about the southern kingdom of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, and the northern kingdom of Ephraim and the rest of the 10 tribes. Keep going.
And when the children of thy people
Israelites, keep going,
shall speak unto thee, saying, Will thou not show us what thou meanest by these?
What you grabbing a stick, 2 sticks, and join them together? What does that mean? He's about to explain it. Keep going.
Say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh power. Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows.
So he's going to take Joseph, the kingdom of Ephraim, and the Israelites that followed the kingdom of Ephraim. Keep going.
And will put them with him.
Now, who is the him? Keep going.
Even with the stick of Judah. And make them one stick. And they shall be one in mine hand.
And you always hear they're going to be one. They're going to be one. They're going to be one. Keep going.
Verse 20. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. Salaki, real quick, a quick precept talking about the one stick in the one hand. This is Revelations 11 and 3. Okay. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 11 and verse 3. And it reads thus. And I will give power unto my 2 witnesses, and they shall prophesy 1,260 days, clothed in sackcloth. These are the 2 olive trees and the 2 candlesticks standing before the Most High of the earth.
So the kingdom and northern kingdom.
This is Ezekiel chapter 37 and verse 20. And the 2 sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. And they say unto them, Thus saith Yahweh power. Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone.
So him bringing those 2 sticks is explained right here. He's going to take the children of Israel from among the other nations where we was led. Keep going.
And will gather them on every side, and bring them into their own land.
And make them one. Keep going.
Verse 22, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel. And one king shall be the king of them all. And they shall be no more 2 nations.
And now they're not going to be split up into 2 nations anymore. So it's considering Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and Ephraim, and the rest of Israelites who followed them as 2 nations at this point. Keep going.
Neither shall they be divided into 2 kingdoms anymore at all.
So go to Acts 1 and 2.
It's the book of Acts, chapter 1 and verse 2. And it reads thus. Acts 1 and 2. To whom also he showed himself alive after his passion by many inflammable proofs. Infallible proofs.
So Christ, when he died, came back with his resurrected body and showed him that resurrection by many infallible proofs, meaning it couldn't be proven that he wasn't the Son of God, resurrected from the dead. Keep going.
Being seen of them 40 days, and speaking of the things pertaining to the kingdom of the Most High.
Now jump to verse 6.
Acts 1 and 6. When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore the kingdom to Israel?
Because remember, we read in Ezekiel, it got divided into 2 kingdoms. And on top of that, it got divided into 2 nations. Now, John 11 and 49.
It's the book of John, chapter 11 and verse 49, and it reads thus. John 11 and 49.
Start at 48.
Is
that good?
I started verse 47. Then gathered the chief priests of the Pharisees a council and said, What do we? For this man doth many miracles.
Right.
Verse 48. If we let him thus alone.
They say if we let Christ alone and let him be out there, by himself, keep going.
All men will believe on him.
And the Pharisees didn't want that. Keep going.
And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
And so, and another thing, if you want to know who's ruling at the time of Christ, this is the scripture you go to. And the Romans shall take both away our place. Keep going.
And nations.
Keep going.
And one of them, named Caiaphas,
right,
being the high priest, that same year,
right,
said unto them,
right,
ye know nothing at all.
Y'all don't know a damn thing, man. That's what he was saying. Okay, go on.
Verse 50. Nor consider that it is expedient for us,
right,
that one man should die for the people,
right,
and that the whole nation perish not.
Keep going.
Okay, and Slakia, this is the Jews. This is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi speaking. They're talking about the whole nation. Right. Okay, the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. That's the whole nation. Okay, verse 51. And this spake he not of himself,
right,
but being high priest that year,
right, he
prophesied,
right,
that Yahushua should die for that nation.
So that lets you know Caiaphas believed on Christ. He prophesied that Jesus should die for that nation. Now here's the point. Keep going.
And not for that nation only.
Because remember we read in Ezekiel that Israel, all Israelites got split up into two nations and two kingdoms. And not for, but in this context it's saying it's not going to die for Judah, Benjamin, and Levi only. Keep going.
But that also he should gather together in one.
And we read in Ezekiel, he's going to be, Judah and Ephraim going to be one in thine hand. You're going to bring them back, they're going to be one. They're going to be brought together as one. One king. One brought together as one in the land. Keep going.
In one, the children of the Most High,
right,
that were scattered abroad.
So he's going to bring together the children of the Most